morning, friends. Welcome to the very first Prime Pursuits Summit. Prime Pursuits was born out of Walmart's great mission to offer its customers the finest all-natural Angus beef at its everyday low price. Today, cow-calf producers have come together to achieve Walmart's great mission. And I submit to you that that alone means that there's something special stirring. Something big is happening, and we believe that together, greater things are yet to come. To put it simply, we want you to be a part of a paradigm-changing program. Walmart's big vision is worthy of following, and its purpose is worthy of your excellent work. So thank you for helping to share this day with us.
I've been with Cattlefax 43 years, and I watched an industry go through a real buzzsaw from 1980 to 1998 because all we were doing was producing commodity beef. And guess what? The consumers didn't like it. What's happening with Prime Pursuits and 44 farms? More money's flowing back to producers. What's the market telling us it wants? It wants what you all are here for today. The market wants high quality beef that it can depend on day in and day out. The data is very clear. That's the only place that we can measure growth in beef demand. It's coming through the consumer. Are they willing to pay for it or not?
Hi, everyone. I'm Doug McMillan, President and CEO of Walmart. Thank you for the invitation to be part of today's summit. First, I want to thank you all for being part of this industry-changing program. Our founder, Sam Walton, had a vision over 60 years ago to help people enjoy a high quality of life no matter where they lived. And with your help, Walmart's able to offer high-quality beef to our customers in 565 stores across the Southeast. Walmart's living out its purpose every day to help customers save money and live better. Thank you for being a part of that and helping us fulfill Sam's vision. More recently, as a company, we outlined our commitment to be a regenerative company, which at its heart means to leave the world better than we found it. We appreciate your commitment to sustainable practices. Thank you so much for your work and expertise in this important area. Our customers trust Walmart to offer high-quality products at everyday low prices. The response to our Prime Pursuits beef has been extraordinary. Thank you all for what you do. We're happy to have you on Team Walmart, and I hope you enjoy your summit.
Thank you for trusting us and believing on what was a dream, 5, 6, 7 years ago. So, beef is the center of the plate, right? So while we are doing all those things together, we want to bring those regenerative practices that Doug was talking about. And I think we have an incredible opportunity from our sides, where you are, where we are, and so many of the other fresh areas, to bring this to life.
2016, Ryan went to an upper two-thirds Angus program and still got no credit for it. The program we're doing now with Prime Pursuits, we actually get credit for it. The stores love it. They love you, they love the product, they love everything about it. We trust you guys, that's what I want you to know, and we believe in you, and your story is incredible. There's nothing more wholesome than having U.S. rancher-raised beef sold in a Walmart store. There's nothing more wholesome. There's no smoke and mirrors about it. Your product's incredible.
It's all of us collectively working together in the supply chain. It's bigger than one person. It's bigger than one entity. It's all of us collectively together. It's the 1,400 ranchers, the 43 backgrounders, the 10 feed yards, Creekstone, RKF case-ready plant in Georgia, the DCs and Walmart stores, and all the people that support that. The community is who we are. Prime Pursuits is the community, and you all are part of it. If you want to go quickly, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. Folks, we're doing it together, and we're going further than anyone else has before because we're aligned in purpose. Walmart's commitment and investment in each of us is the cornerstone. It's the foundation for the 4 pillars of our program. So what are the pillars? Traceability, transparency, predictability, and community.
How you get such a talented team? They all had jobs. You might say more money. I can assure you that's not how I collected this team. What's that word? Trust.
So what is Prime Intelligence? You've heard a lot about it. It's the system that captures all of the processes and the data that we're gathering for our Prime Pursuit supply chain. And it was custom built by a group of programmers specifically for Prime Pursuits. Prime Intelligence is the hub where we're gathering all of this data, putting it together, and then utilizing it to perform on those pillars that BJ was talking about. Not only do we have all of that data that I already mentioned, but we also have costs on an individual animal level. So at any given point in time, I can tell you that animal out there, I can tell you how much cost it's accrued up to this point in time in its life. And that is super, super powerful.
It was the best decision I ever made by buying that one bull. And it's been a great partnership. I guess it's been 6-7 years now. Like I say, as a producer, best decision I've made on my operation in 20 years. This is a first-class outfit. Where can you go and find the network of people and the knowledge of people to help you out? They invest in you.
What we really have found out is we've really just joined a team. And this team is successful. This team wants to get better. They want us to get better. Talked about developing our skill sets and you know, they invest in that. The feedback, I would echo what you said. I have people all the time say, how could I get carcass data back on my calves? And I say, well, buy a 44 Farms bull and try to get a calf sold, because literally they do everything they say they're going to do.
We're willing to openly share everything we do at our grow yard with any of the clients that want it or ask. So we have everything from the weights, feed intake, health, whatever they would like, we will provide.
The other part I want to talk about, and just the investment from Walmart and 44 Farms and Prime Pursuits into our local community. I think the investment of those local resources that we have to utilize is really key.
You know, what's really happened after we started the working together was that the focus on the product, the focus on the data, the focus on the specifications, it made us better.
When we started this program, we knew one of the very important things we had to do is we had to have a cattleman in the business, sitting in the walls, in the cubicles, in Bentonville, Arkansas, that knew the ins and outs of what it took to actually deliver these cattle to Creekstone and on into the supply chain. I know I've got the leg up on them. I've got all of you all behind me, and all I got to do is go tell your story, because we have the most regenerative industry of all.
And hopefully with the partnerships and with Walmart's scale and the contact and the transparency and the open communication within this program, we can connect those dots and help everybody take that next step and do just a little bit more. And then beef was actually highlighted at our annual shareholders meeting this year, and got some tremendous acknowledgement for the people in this room for this program. One of the ranchers, the Jones family, was actually honored guest of Doug at that shareholders meeting, and that just tells you how important this program is, how important beef producers in the country are to Walmart, and how much we appreciate what you guys do.
And along the way, we got to take the Walmart sustainability team to ranches out in the field, and it was really cool. And as we developed, we got to the point where we were thinking, okay, what else can we do? We've now been able to report what is already being done out there. So how can we help you as Prime Pursuits make improvements or be better, or maybe accomplish goals that you've thought about but didn't quite know how to do it, didn't have the funds available?
We did reach out, had a great conversation with Texas A&M Economic Group. Dr. Fisher and Dr. Rebecca Dudison, they're renowned experts when it comes to economic impact. I said, how much of an impact does this program make? And it really, I mean, we knew it was expansive, but really the Cliff Notes version is $1.5 billion impact on the economy. And we're adding almost 10,000 jobs to the economy.
The grand scheme of sustainability and stewardship of both the land as well as the cattle. And that for me is why I go to work in the morning, right? And being able to have the opportunity to showcase how cattle can be a positive influence on the environment, particularly in a state like California, as you can imagine.
Like I said, the 44 Farms and Prime Pursuits team has just welcomed us, even, being a small operation, they treated us no different from any other operation. So I'm just thankful for that.
I had the pleasure of knowing Sam Walton. I said the same thing to him time after time. I said, Sam, I don't know what we can do for you, but if you ever have a logistics problem, call me. What's built America is the entrepreneurial spirit with new ideas and change. And this is certainly what they're doing with 44 Farms and the other programs, and now in combination with Walmart. Teamwork wins in sports, teamwork wins in business, and teamwork wins in our personal lives.
As we wrap up our day together, we hope that you have gained a deeper understanding about Prime Pursuits, who we are, why we were drawn to the Walmart vision, how many and all the attributes of Prime Pursuits that can help you, and how this community, all of us and hundreds more, can strengthen your operation. Prime Intelligence can tell you where your cattle are backgrounded, the feed yards they go to, how long they're on feed, their health history, when they've been harvested, how they graded, and so much more. Thank you so much for being with us. I look forward to the opportunity to visit with you this evening. And again, God bless you. Thank you for being here.